welcome to The Garage. I am Brian Sanchez, not joined by Daniel Nichols or Timothy Wesley, because this is F1 Corner. Now, F1 Corner is going to be my little solo project, basically to give me an outlet to talk about all the happenings of Formula One without boring Dan and Tim to death. So if you are a fellow Formula One fan, as I am, make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you never miss one of these videos, so we can talk about all the craziness that happens throughout the entire F1 season. Today is July 27th, 2019. This morning was qualifying for the German Grand Prix, and I gotta tell you, it was jam-packed with drama. Absolutely jam-packed with drama. You know, if you watched along, if you looked at the results, you will notice that in the top 10, there is only one Ferrari, and that is Charles Leclerc. Where the other Ferrari is, well, that was Sebastian Vettel, starting dead last. Unfortunately, was not able to put a time in the first qualifying session in Q1, had a turbo issue. This comes at the end of a week that Ferrari looked phenomenally good. It looked like this was going to be their best chance this year to win a race. And before qualifying even started, you had Sebastian Vettel, kind of still stuck in his car in the pits. And about 3 minutes into Q1, we saw him get out, and that was it for Sebastian Vettel. So starting dead last on the grid in tomorrow's race. And then Charles Leclerc looked pretty good in Q1, looked pretty decent in Q2 as well. We thought he was going to maybe be able to make a push. And then just right as Q3 started, Charles Leclerc exiting his car in the pits, calling it a day. Some kind of fuel issue is what we're hearing. Not entirely sure what that means for their races tomorrow, but who knows. Look, the German Grand Prix is one that definitely you can pass at. Lewis Hamilton, I believe it was last year or the year before, in recent years started, I think he started like 16th and ended up winning the race. So it's not out of the realm of possibility to pass here and to get a good finish. But if these kind of mechanical issues carry over into the race on Sunday, it's going to be very, very difficult for Ferrari. But it should make for some really, really interesting headlines. As far as who ended up on pole, Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton apparently had not won pole here since 2006. Could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what they said. Pretty phenomenal performance in qualifying, but he wasn't so far ahead of the pace that it doesn't seem to be close. So it really is shaping up to be one of the better races going into Sunday's race here in Germany at Hockenheimring. Really, really excited to see that. Max Verstappen ended up in second, and Valtteri Bottas rounding out the top three in qualifying there. Romain Grosjean actually ended up in the top six. I believe it was P6. I should probably just look it up on my phone here. But pretty good performance from Haas this weekend, following two races that really not good results for Haas there in the American Formula One team. So hopefully they can get some momentum going on that. It's going to be a fantastic race. This is 125 years that Mercedes has been in racing, and so Mercedes has rolled out a classic livery package for this race, sort of the classic white and red scheme, which with the new paint scheme, the Petronas silver and green, kind of like peeling off of it. Looks fantastic. Those cars look great going around the track. But of course, it's not about how they look, it is about how they finish. So my prediction for this race, I believe Lewis Hamilton will end up winning this race. I believe Charles Leclerc will end up in second. I think he will, if they can keep the mechanical issues hemmed, I think he will get up to second. He had a fantastic package going in, so we'll definitely see if he's able to put those together. And I do think that Sebastian Vettel will end up in the top 10, probably around P7, P6 maybe. It's a long way to go from back there. At the end of that first lap, he's going to be about 20 seconds behind the leader. It's going to be a tough day for him, but crazier things have happened. Let me know in the comments who you guys think is going to win this race. Shooting this on Saturday morning, hopefully we'll have a fantastic race, and we'll be back later on in the week to recap all the action from Sunday. So make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you check out the podcast. We are now available from the Garage Podcast on iTunes, on Spotify as well, and of course, BrianSanchezMusic.com/From the Garage. Dan's blog is also up there. That is Dan's Shower Thoughts. If you ever wondered the musings that go on inside of Dan's head, you can definitely check those out as well. And of course, right here on YouTube, you can definitely check out all the content we'll be putting up over the next few months. Probably a little slim right now if you're watching this in the early days of this video, but as it goes on, we'll be definitely filling out some of that stuff. We'll be back loading some of those old episodes. So thank you so much for watching, guys. But until next time, get out of my garage.